Hello everyone and welcome back to Camel Studios. In today's 8th episode, I guess it is the 8th episode, yeah, it's Saturday, and I have to say, you might be a little bit surprised because usually this is the spot for Camel Kingdom and Fortress Camelot, but unfortunately at the moment I have very less time. This is due to the fact that I'm really going deeper and deeper into my master thesis, and that's also why I just, can't play that often, and so this week I haven't had the time to go back to Fortress Camelot, though I have still managed to play a little bit in Camel Studios, because last Monday in the stream we did finish up most of it, and I also did a little bit of off-screen work, so yeah, actually I could manage to still maintain a little bit of it, so you can at least have an episode today, and there is another one prepared for kind of coming week, and so I hope that this will suit you guys, and hopefully next week on Saturday we might be back with Camel Kingdom Fortress Camelot, though I won't try to promise anything at the moment, because life stuff is definitely a priority at the moment, and this is hence I just also don't try to promise anything, because yeah, there is no reason for doing so, because you guys hopefully you like everything you can get. But at the moment it's really important for me to finish off that thing, because I have so much great stuff planned for this channel once I've finished with my master thesis. Like, it's ridiculous at the moment. The hardest thing is to slow myself down from doing so. So I am preparing a City Skyline series at the moment. I'm already quite good into it. It took a little bit of effort to get back to it, but over the last couple of weeks I got back into the game. It will take a while, and I hope that I will be out with it beginning August. So that's what I'm aiming at least. I don't know if that's possible or not, but since in September I'll be in honeymoon of the whole September, so I will have to stock up videos for those for weeks, and hopefully that will be mostly about the Skylands and a few Planet Coaster videos, because then again I can't really plan anything in Planet Coaster since I have no idea if and when there will be an update for the game again, but since the rhythm is about kind of all 4 months or 3 to 4 months, it totally makes sense that it will be in 1 or 2 months the next update, and that also means that I won't have too much of the new update prepared while I'm away. But anyways, let's not talk too much about those plans. I just wanted to make sure that you guys are, just a little bit informed. But in today's episode, we are kind of continuing to make this area over here kind of finished. So I wanted to finish the queue a little bit, to finish the whole Police Academy building, and just come along with some new little details. As I said, I wanted to make this whole thing not too crazy detailed in terms of piece count, but to still make it somewhat realistic and somewhat nice looking. And so you can see this pre-room, which is basically the last room before you join the right coaster. It's the coaster on the right hand side is now done. It's looking like a little bit of an office area where we have the Police Academy officer person sitting down. So in kind of the entrance area lobby, when you come into the lobby of the academy, you can really see all the people sitting down on their desks, and so I placed down a few more of those to make it all look a little bit more busy, as if people are really working there and you're just standing in the queue roaming around those people in the midst of this little how to call it, office area, I would say. It's basically what it is, right? And now, as you can see, I'm preparing a helicopter landing pad, which then will go on top of this little office area. Also, we're gonna connect this to the little building itself, so that we do have an open door to the side of it. It's basically, the idea about this was basically to have the whole area a little bit more kind of bigger in terms of what's happening there. So the helicopter really shows that this is a rather bigger police academy, which actually has also really some really actual police jobs going on. It's not just the academy part of it, but it's also a little bit of police station part to it, which I think makes the whole thing a little bit more alive. And in terms of theme parks, it's just very cool to have a helicopter somewhere. So basically I wanted to have a helicopter, and I thought that would be the best idea to implement the helicopter. So you guys will just see, as it is right now, there is a helicopter on the roof of this entrance area. But yeah, never mind, it's just there because I wanted to have one, and I guess the pad itself turned out to be really nicely looking. I do actually like how it looks a lot. I was struggling a little bit to get those fences around in the perfect shape. It still isn't in the perfect shape, but I am happy with it, because I don't want to go too much into it. As you can see, it's not perfectly aligned, because I had some issues with the rotating technique. Well, issues, I didn't really have issues. I was too lazy to make it 100% perfect, because yeah, I just wanted to go on, and I actually have the problem with this park at the moment. I have so many ideas, but the park really isn't shaping up, because it's really, I spend so much time only on this area, and I really want to make the bigger picture for me at least at the moment, to just have a little bit more of an idea where we are going to go in the future. And as I said, I wanted to implement some of my older projects into the studios, and we haven't really began with that. So we have the Pimp My Ride thing, which was the kind of April Fool's idea, and now we have the Police Academy, which arose through the fact that I really wanted to make a dueling coaster, and so yet we don't have anything from another park. I really wanted to bring in something from Clean Canyon. I really wanted to bring in something from the Pirate's Journey, for sure. I wanted to bring in something from the London Park, and so on and so forth. And I'm still doing something else in the in the backyard, so off screen, which will be hopefully blow you guys away. It's a lot of work, and as I said, at the moment my time is limited, so that will also take a while until it will see daylight and you guys can see it. But all in all, it's just a crazy amount of things I'm going into at the moment. And I know you guys are really the ones to say always, yeah, you are having too many series. No, I don't have too many series. I just have enough series. No, I don't even have enough series. I just do whatever I want, and if there is an idea coming along, I will try to do it. And I don't care too much about finishing the other stuff then. But yeah, you know, I'm always getting back to old projects to finish them off someday. So yeah, but as you have seen in the last couple of minutes, I was preparing some venting or some air conditioning systems on the rooftops. I just wanted to bring in a tiny little bit more of realism to this park, so we will use this blueprint of venting systems over the whole park. So as I put this all on top of the other hall, I will also put this on all the others as well. But for the moment, I just wanted to kind of create this little blueprint. And this episode is really messed up in terms of what we are doing, because right now we are going into something I wanted to do for such a long time. I even wanted to do this for the little park assets I made for you guys. So if you haven't seen that, I made some props for you, which you can use to make a generic park. You can find that in the description below. I put the link down if you want to have a look at it. But I really wanted to create this one for such a long time. I've seen that in so many different parks, and what this is, it's basically just a simple wall to block off an area. And I found that this little piece, the brick, what is this, brick pillar or brick, I don't even know how this thing is called, it just has such a nice look to it, because you have the two different color variants of the brick piece itself, and then you can use it really nicely to create this kind of flowing roundish wall, which is just, you know, it's just there to block off this little police academy turnaround area, which should be hidden away a little bit more to separate this area from the studios from the others. And I wanted to make also this a functional wall, so I put down all these little benches and covered them up perfectly with the which is, I guess this is the brick pillar, and the other one is, I don't even know, it's a railing, I have no clue. But yeah, you can see I'm just trying to place that here, and you always have to think of the point of view of the guests. So obviously for us, looking from this bird's perspective onto it, it seems to be just a small wall, which is kind of in the midst of nowhere, but if you are a guest, it's high enough to actually block away the blick, that's German, the view of what's behind, and you only can see the car going up a little bit higher than the wall is. And also it's in terms of sound and noise, it also helps a lot, and you can see how this looks from the backside. It really has also a nice look for the police academy ride itself, so it really has a function on a different function for each and every side, and also has it looks kind of decent, and it does really have a function by having the seating area there and making people sit down and relax. And you will see later on that on the opposite side of this little wall there will be a waterfront, and so this whole area gets a really nice look to it. You can really sit down there, relax a little bit. You have a little bit of a bigger plaza. I imagine that this would be also a spot where you have some entertainers making some stuff, and we will have a little kiosk over there where you can grab some ice cream and stuff, just to make sure that people are well entertained. And obviously we have this little these little displays which I will place all over the park, and as I said, you guys will find your way into these displays if you continue supporting the channel. No, I'm just kidding. But if you continuing getting in with some creative comments down below in the comment section, because I said a few episodes ago that I will take all the comments from my latest YouTube videos, and I will take out of each and every comment section one comment I like the most, and will put this as a quote onto these displays all around the park, so that we really have the community also in this park as somehow quotes from the comment section, which I will make look like a little bit as movie posters, which looks like a little bit of a movie quote. I guess this is a pretty nice idea to just give you guys also the space you deserve for, you know, supporting, commenting, and being just active in the comment section below. I just noticed again that it's dropping, which is normal because all the views are dropping again. The hype around Planet Coaster and the Studios update is long gone, so it's back to the core, and I really love you guys as the core people watching my videos, and I can't say this enough how much I love to have this conversation with you guys. So please, if you have anything to add, don't hesitate to drop this down below in the comments, and it doesn't really matter what you put there, just have a conversation. If you have questions, if you want to know something about me or whatsoever, just drop it down below. It's just fine. I will try my best to answer it to the degree I can, and I want, and yeah, that's basically it. But I would really love if you guys would just go down into the comment section below and drop a comment. That's basically my biggest wish I always have, and yeah, it does really help me out, as I explained a few times already as well. The more comments there are, the better the video is ranked and the better views it gets. And yeah, as I said, at the end of the day, it's not about views, but it's always, you know, it's a cool way of showing that the effort I put into it actually pays off a little bit, at least. You know, it's my hobby. I don't rely on it. I can just repeat myself a million times, but it's, at the end of the day, we are all humans, and it would be a total lie if I would say it doesn't feel good if there are a lot of views on a video. It just as I said, it's somehow also satisfying to see that people are watching it, and I just put myself into the position that I really put my love and passion and effort into making those videos, and that's just a cool way to show that it's fine. But anyways, let's not talk too much about this. I want to talk a little bit more about the station itself now, because the station itself, and now it's going to be a little bit more about a theme park in general. So what I always encountered in theme parks is that the outer appearance of stations is most often very nice, detailed, and it really gets you the immersion of really being in a scene or being in a different world. And it does also show you, it kicks off your inspiration and also your imagination to think of what always could go on in those buildings you can see in a theme park. But most often, these buildings are only scenes, and these are only fake. So if we look at the police academy from the outside, it really looks like as if there are a lot of rooms. You can really go into the rooms, but once you go into it, it's really just a broad, big, open hall. and this kind of breaks the illusion, definitely. But then I thought back, okay, is it really that kind of way? Does it really break the illusion? And I would say no, it doesn't, because your brain is able to, you know, work with it on two different layers. It really takes the inspiration and the signals the building from the outside world gives you, and you do compare that to all your experience and all your thoughts and all your dreams and all your stuff you have in your head, and for your brain that works perfectly together. It really says to you, well, yeah, that's real. It's just a real area, fantasy area you can enjoy. And once you go into the building, you definitely do see that the building itself can't be real, because you do see all the stuff that has to be there just to make the whole thing a little bit more safe and stuff. But your brain is able to, and this is what we call selective perception, which helps to just hide away stuff which is obviously there, but you don't want to perceive it, because for the moment your brain doesn't want to know that information. And then it is the brilliant thing that it can just only say, okay, I'm just getting to let through what really matters right now, and this is the immersion. And so I think building this station from the inside is really more like making it actually like a really theme park-ish station, which has all the stuff like these elevator doors to make the coaster come in and block away the view what is behind, because I imagine that behind would also be the technology behind the coaster and all the, you know, technical stuff which you won't really or don't want to see really. And then we have the chain fences to block off or make it a little bit more safer, and we have a little bit of fencing here and there, and all around the station is kind of finished and just gives a tiny little bit of the look of the police academy, but it does really yeah, well, it is enough to maintain the illusion, I guess, even though it's really theme parkish. And that's basically what I wanted to explain a little bit. Hopefully that was, you know, you could understand what I was aiming at, because it's a little bit hard to understand. And basically that's what I'm at the moment doing for my master thesis. I'm going into defining what reality is. And if I would now talk about this a little bit more, this episode will be about, I don't know, an hour or something. But if you're interested, let me know in the comments below. I could make a whole episode about what is reality, because that topic really, yeah, make me interested into this topic. But anyways, guys, that was this episode. Hope you liked it. Make sure to leave a comment down below, thumbs up if you liked that video, and also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. But until then, have a great day and see you in the next video. Bye bye. And I'll be dancing in July.